guys, today we have another house project. We're going to be doing some maintenance work on our tankless water heater. We're going to descale it. What that means is we're going to run some solution through our water heater to flush out any buildup that's happened over the years. We actually wanted to have a professional do it, but they're going to charge about $300. So to do this every year for $300, we could do it ourselves for much cheaper. The investment might be costly up front, maybe $150 in parts, but doing it every year, you're gonna save yourself a lot of money. So let's get to it. So the materials you're gonna need is a submersible pump. This is just a sump pump here. Some old washer drain lines, 5-gallon bucket, and some vinegar. So your water heater will have a main line with a valve here. This is water coming from the street. And here we have this blue line, which is the cold water, and that just goes straight to your tap, to the rest of your house. We have a T here that splits off, and that goes into your hot water heater. Goes through your hot water heater, comes down and out. That's why this is piped red, to show you that it's the hot water. Line here is feeding in natural gas. This valve is parallel with the piping, so it's open, and then you can see it go through a regulator and into our water heater to warm up the water. So on this right side here is the cold water. We have a isolation valve, and this valve is open so that it goes straight up and into the water heater. And the same thing for the hot water side is this valve here controls hot water coming down, and both of these valves are parallel with the piping, so they're open. We're gonna have to close both of these valves off, and then each of these lines have, I guess, maintenance lines so you can flush your water heater, and they have their own set of valves. Piping is going this way, but the valve is perpendicular, so it's shut off, so no water should be coming out if I were to open this cap here. Turn off our natural gas. So no more natural gas is being fed into the system. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the water heater, turn off the water valves. Okay, turn off the hot water side. All right, so now these are both closed off. No water's going in and no water's coming out, and no natural gas is flowing through. Drain and open these valves. A little bit of water might come out. And this is my drain hose. So I'm going to attach this straight onto that thread. And then this entire line, the other end, is going into the bucket. So we're going to hook up our sump pump. Different pumps are designed differently. This one has 2 outlets. What's going to happen is our cleaning solution will be sucked up from the bottom and out either one of these 2 ports. I'm going to choose this top one. So water's going to come in and water's going to come out. So I'm going ahead and attach the drain hose. Make sure it's nice and snug. Put the pump into the bucket. And then the rest of this line, we're going to attach it to the cold water valve here. Start with the hot water side. We're going to open that valve so any excess hot water will drain into our bucket. And now I'm going to open up the cold water side to allow the solution to pump through. A little bit of water came through once I opened that cold water valve. Allow some air in there for some of the water to come out. Now we're going to go ahead and pour our vinegar into this bucket. A little bit of leftovers. A little bit of leftovers. we just poured in about a gallon of vinegar, and you can see that it's starting to flush through. So we're gonna pump this for at least an hour, hour and a half. We don't know when the last time this was serviced this way, so we'll come back and check on it periodically, but we're hoping that the solution changes because we're descaling everything. You can see that the solution turned this kind of blue-green color. That's part of the copper that's actually coming out of the water tank heater. That's mixing with the vinegar, which is an acid. So it's pretty cool to see that happening. We're gonna stop this. I think it looks pretty good. I'm gonna take the pump out. Now I'm going to close this valve. And then I'm slowly going to open this valve so that water will actually come from the street, flush out the water tank, drain back into my bucket so that we get rid of all the vinegar solution that's in the water tank. I'm going to go slow. So now I'm just using the street water to flush the water tank out of all the vinegar that we just pumped through the system. Went ahead and emptied the bucket out. Now I'm going to do another flush with just water so I can clean out my lines, the pump of all the vinegar that's been going through the system. These valves are closed, these valves are open. Water is only going from this tube in, coming out, and draining back into the bucket. The final step for cleaning the system out is that there's an inline filter here that we're going to take off. Right now I have everything shut off, no water flowing anywhere. So I'm just going to take this off. You should be able to take it off by hand. Sometimes a plier if needed. So this is that filter. You can see, if the camera will focus, there's a bunch of sediment that's in there. So I'm just gonna take it outside or get a brush and just clean it out. Just try to get any debris that's stuck in there. There's still a little bit in there, but it was much better than before. So now this is ready to go back in. Everything's ready to go back together. I'm just gonna take all the hoses off. Now this is back in place. I'm going to turn on the hot water side first. I'm going to turn on the water, cold water. Turn on the water heater. And then turn on the gas.
Hey everyone, so I hope you guys learned something from Long's tutorial. He went ahead and showed you guys how to do maintenance and descale a tankless water heater. We personally have the Rinnai version, and it is a gas, it's on natural gas. And I definitely felt like I learned something just from watching him do it myself, and I think I can probably do it by myself next year. And to keep track of all your maintenance, I went ahead and created this home maintenance tracker for you that you can download for free. You just have to click the link in the description below. If you guys are interested in the type of materials that you're going to need, I also provided links for you in the description box below as well. as well as some links to some flush kits that you can get without having to think about all the little bits and pieces that you need. A flush kit is one and done, just buy it and it has everything that you'll need to get this job done. So if you can go ahead and like this video, subscribe to our channel, and comment in the video below if you have any questions. We hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye!